Ange Postecoglou on his Nottingham Forest future. I guess from my perspective, I just don't fit. Not here, just in general. If you look at things through the prism that I am a failed manager who is lucky to get this job, I know you're smirking at me. But that's what's been said. Then, of course, these first 5 weeks looks like this guy is under pressure. But there is an alternative story. I came to the Premier League 2 years ago, and I took over at Tottenham. I was told by the chairman, Daniel Levy, that this club has to win a trophy. He said we've tried to bring winners in Jose Mourinho and Tony Conte, and it hasn't worked. We need something different. I was slightly offended by that because I see myself as winner. I took over Spurs, who finished 8th. Massive club, but no European football, and one that can't go 2 years without European football. We finished 5th in my first year, and every time Harry Kane scores a goal for Bayern after leaving Spurs, I go, I wish he stayed just one more year. It would have been handy to have him after finishing 5th, but somehow that first year has disappeared from the record books. It was even used as a reason for me losing my job because even Tottenham decided to exclude the first 10 games. Yet the first 10 games here at Forest are important apparently. But anyway, we finished 5th. I got them back into European football, which is where a club like Tottenham should be. Then I was in postseason meetings and was told we need a trophy because it will mean everything to the football club. That's fine. We win a trophy. We shed the tag of being Spursy. We get Champions League football, which brings some rewards and the opportunity to bring greater players. But all I have heard since I finished at Tottenham is that we finished 17th last year. So, if you look at it through the prism of finishing 17th, then I am a failed manager who is lucky to get another opportunity. But again, if I have to explain why we finished 17th, it's really basic. It doesn't have to be too in-depth. Just look at the last 5 or 6 team sheets of last season to see what I prioritized, the Europa League, and who was on the bench. And the last game against Brighton, the players were out partying for 2 days, which I sanctioned because I felt they deserved to. So yes, we finished 17th. But if people think that's a reflection of me and my coaching, then again, I think they're looking at it through the prism of I just don't fit. So we get to the current space at Forest, where there's a different story to tell. That maybe I am not a failed manager who was lucky to get this job, and instead, maybe I am a manager who, if you give him time, the story always ends the same. At all my previous clubs, it ends with me in a trophy.